Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Mike KO4PDI, the ham fun guy. Didn't check my camera before I started. Should have done that. Anyway, I'll do that while I'm talking to you right now. I have to hit configure video, make sure turn off the backlight compensation or turn it down. Bring up the brightness a little bit. Now I look a little more human. All right, that's good. How's everybody doing? Did you have a good day today? Are you ready for field day, which starts tomorrow? I am. I'm heading over to Lake County, Florida, where they're going to be at the Emergency Operations Center, I believe, in Lake County. It's the sheriff's shooting range, and I don't know what else. They're going to have like 7 RVs there, and they're going to have, I forget how many stations they're going to have set up, but it's going to be fun. I'm going to do a video on it, and we'll share that on the channel. Hope you guys are all doing great. I got a haircut, so I look good. I got my beard trimmed. My friend Andrea does an amazing job. Did you hear that chirp? IO-117 is about to rise, and if you look at my overall camera, you can see I'm everywhere. We got the Geochron, which I wrote a very scathing report on my Facebook group today, and also on the Geochron group, which they have not posted yet. They're holding back because I said it like it really was. They are screwed up as far as their support, and they're going to lose customers over it if they don't get their act together. Because I promote this thing all the time. You can see I'm always showing you the Geochron. There it is right there. But if you saw it when I got home today, everything was turned on. Every layer, icons, all my QSOs from my QRZ log, like going all the way back to when I first got it. I was so pissed. I got so upset. So here's the satellite page that we normally look at, but today we're not going to look at that. We're going to look at the IO-117 information stuff. Here that is. On the lower left is the sound modem. That little waterfall you see there. We're going to go over this and hopefully it works. This thing has been down for a couple of days. It is over an hour long pass. As a matter of fact, if you look on top in the center, it says it's at 1.7 degrees right now. Look, loss of signal is in 1 hour and 9 minutes. So we have plenty of time to try to get this. And the maximum elevation, according to the SAT box, is going to be 45 degrees, which is a great location for me to receive the signals. Now, oh, look, the radio camera's messed up too. Let me fix that. I don't know why I have to do this every single time I turn this on. Oh my God. Turn down the backlight compensation a little more, make it look more presentable, turn up the contrast. For some reason, OBS does not save my settings. I wish they would. Just as a reminder, in the comments, not the comments, in the notes on this video, you can see all the discounts you can get. You can also get that at KO4PDI.com, Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India.com. Go there and you can get all kinds of good stuff. Discounts on ABR Industries, discounts on Ham Radio Prep. By the way, Ham Radio Prep already has the new extra questions online for you to study. Because after July 1st, the new questions go into effect. Let's just see. I have to rearrange this one screen. It's a little small. We're going to make this a little bit larger. And move it down to here. I will explain to you what we're looking at on the screen as soon as we start seeing signals. I can turn the volume up a little bit. You'll hear it in the background. I'm not going to plug the radio into the speaker because you really don't need to hear this to run this satellite. But when you hear the first, that means we're picking up data, which has not happened yet. I thought I heard something. The satellite's only at 4.8 degrees, 5 degrees right now. So we don't need to, probably won't be getting much for a little while. You can see the antenna Make sure I got the antenna activated. Yes, I do. Oh, let's turn the power up a little bit. Now the antenna is pointing at the satellite. Now what you'll see is down here where this waterfall is, when the data starts coming over, you want to get it between 1000 and 2000 on this scale. So right now I'm on the CSN suggested frequency, which is 435.309. And you can see the radio is tuned 435.312. That will come down so that when the satellite is directly overhead, that will say 309. The actual released frequency that they say the satellite is on is 435.310. All right, so if that's the case, just barely here. Let me turn the preamp on. Here it is. There's the data. Now we have to tune. You'll see, if you look at the waterfall under the sound modem, I'm listening for the data because I got to tune as soon as I see it. I know. It's like watching paint dry. There we go. Ooh, we're almost there. When we sync up with it, you will start seeing call signs appear right here. Now, right now, I'm only using the preamp in the radio. I don't have the one on the mast powered right now. If I did turn the one on the mast on, see the waterfall, how messed up it got? Can't even see it. So I turn that off. For those of you who are trying to confirm satellite contacts with me on QRZ, don't even try. It ain't going to happen until after the Logbook of the World gets back up. Wednesday night, I had the guys from CSN Technologies on my podcast, and they've been doing some investigating. Keith and Mike have been checking with QRZ. QRZ does not consider satellite contacts loggable because they say, oh, you're just using a repeater. So if you have the ability to convince QRZ to start logging satellite contacts as satellite contacts, go ahead and give them the heat. Get on their case. I'm going to turn down the RF gain here a little bit so we can see the data better when it comes over. Satellite right now is only at 10 degrees above the horizon to the south, but I should be picking it up. If this is boring you guys, just jump on and chat and tell me you're bored stiff. I don't mind. You can see where the antenna is right now. It's easily aiming above the trees. I've been talking to a few people about possibly changing the orientation of the antennas. What I mean by that is they're both set for vertical polarization right now, and I may change them to horizontal, just to experiment, see if I can get this IO-117 any better, but now I'm afraid this thing is just as bad as it's been. I should be hearing data much more frequently if this satellite is active. I mean like 10 times every 30 seconds or so. You should hear it at least 10 times. And if you look at the AMSAT page, over here it says, since, what was the earliest today? 1546 UTC, people heard it, and the most recent was 2015. And it is now 22, so it's only 2 hours ago. Gee, I hope it's still on. Dad says, I've been chasing the green cube, but we have yet to decode packets. I can hear okay. I don't have LNA or great antenna. I don't know what LNA means. I have a DIY, oh, do-it-yourself Yagi. Well, that's what I'm using. And a quarter wave ground plane and a dipole. Well, what you need on this satellite is a very high gain Yagi antenna is what you need. I've had problems too. I totally get it. I totally get it. I think they shut it down again. 14 degrees to the south. I should be hearing this thing on a regular basis, like now, and then 30 seconds later again. And man, I don't hear it. Even with the preamp on, I should have no trouble hearing this thing. Oh, preamp. Yeah, I have a preamp, but I'm just using the preamp in the radio right now because if I turn the one on that's on the mast, it's just going to blow out the waterfall. That's it. So I don't do it. What's your call sign? Do I know you? Have we met? I will be in Lake County, Florida with Roger Reed and his buddies tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to actually stay there all day for field day. Ah, you have a 991A. That should be no problem. Dad says he has a 991A, and you're right. That should be no problem with that radio. Actually made some of my first contacts on satellites with a 991A. Great little radio. It's got wires X in it too. That's a shack in a box. Folks, I have a feeling we've been skunked again. Let's check AMSAT. Anybody report they heard it this hour? Nope. Last time it was heard was 2 hours ago. You can see this whole area of yellow. That means they only heard the telemetry. They couldn't make contact. And then all of a sudden, here you got two that said they didn't hear it. Me being one of them, I'm the second guy on that list. Right there, not heard, KO4 PDI. And a couple of these telemetry onlys I put in too. Yeah, it was down, and those guys all reported it, that it was back up. That's why I started doing this live feed. Because I said, man, if it's back, let's do it. Dads, where you from? And what's your name? My name's Mike. What's your name? Dad's playing incognito. Ah, he's in Southern California. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to make 2 and 2, Stephen. We're not going to be able to make a contact today, I don't think. Nice to meet you too, Stephen. I'm glad you came. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here. And you're in Southern California. You must be hanging out with Josh for field day, right? Right? You're going to hang out with Josh? He'll be out there doing something on field day. Man, I am bummed out. Let's see till it gets up to about 30 degrees. I'm not hearing anything now. I heard one little blurb and then nothing. Yeah, California is a big state, Dads. Steven. I should just call you Steven. Yeah, California's, that's like people ask me, hey, you know my uncle? Who's your uncle? Oh, Joe Schmo. Where does Joe Schmo live? Oh, Key West. Yeah, that's only an 8-hour drive for me. I could go see him. Florida's just as big as California practically. And people think you know everybody in the state because you live there. No, I don't. And I don't know everybody from New Jersey where I moved from because that's a big state too. But yeah, Dad agrees with me. All right, Stephen. Cross your fingers, Stephen. How can we kickstart this sucker? I have made tons of contacts on IO-117, and then all of a sudden it went south, nothing worked, and I didn't know why, and nobody had an answer for me. They just said, oh, you got bad signal quality. Okay, how do I increase the signal quality? Nobody ever had an answer for that. Ugh, what a pain. It was so bad, I quit the Green Cube group on Facebook. I had it with them. By the way, this is no longer Green Cube. This is now called IO-117. Even though I'm using Green Cube Terminal, because that was the program that was made to read this satellite on the packet data. Yep, well, we just pissed in the wind for a little while. I don't think we're going to get anything. We're up to 22 degrees, and I still don't hear it. This is such a good pass, though. If you look at, let's see, I'll show you this. I'll show you the map. Look at the map. You see where it is right now? It's over the center of South America right here, right? And it's going to come right up here. Do you realize with the size of this footprint, we have Africa and almost all of Europe in the footprint as it gets up to about here, at about 706, which is due east of me. And if it was working, we could make contacts in Europe, Italy, Great Britain, Africa, Portugal, Spain, but it ain't there. It ain't there. Yeah, the reason the footprint is so big is right now this satellite is 3,634 miles above the Earth, and it's traveling at 4 miles a second. Yeah, you should be able to hear it over Canada. But yeah, Baja is in the footprint right now. I don't think it's going to get to you in Southern California. I don't know how far south you are, but the further south you are, the better chance it is of you getting it. But the reason you can is because it's so high above the horizon. Anyway. All right, go away, Matt. Thank you. All right, so let's see. Are we hearing anything now? Just to show you, when I transmit, I hit the F1CQ right here, and you'll see it transmits out, and you can see it comes up in this window. And if I'm hitting the digipeater, which right now it still says the digipeater is off, which means it's not receiving it. When I hit the digipeater and it digipeats my signal, I will see my call sign come up in yellow here. This exact line will get reproduced in yellow. Then, as people call CQ, they will come up in a powder blue color, this color here, and I can click on them. If somebody calls me, it'll come up in, I think it's red or orange. Oh, no, that's my transmit. Oh, if they call me, it'll be blue. This is the blue thing right here. So what'll happen is their call sign with my call sign will come up and say blue. And then at that point, all I got to do is send a 73. And, yeah, you are pretty far south. Yep. Sadly, they've shut this sucker down. If I go to the AMSAT page and you click on IO-117, it will open up the Green Cube page. Let's see what they say. There you go. Current status, offline. Digipeater will be back Monday, June 12th. Well, Monday, June 12th, wait a minute. Obviously, this page has not been updated in a while. Yep. I don't know that it's offline, but if we go to S5 Lab on Twitter, Oh yeah, the last post by this S5 lab that's supposedly the ones running this was on January 25th. Obviously, this is not a place to come to get answers. Oh, goodbye. Oh, let's see. We got some messages on Facebook here. What does this flagger get the word out? Oh, my friend Tracy Lee's out playing karaoke or something tonight. Irrelevant. Let's go back to the SAP page. Did you guys hear anything while it's on? Oh, man. This stinks. By the way, if you go to my YouTube page, which is what I'm looking at right now, you can see I have 618 subscribers. Click on more here. Here's all the links to all my discounts on my YouTube page. You can see that right now. Yeah, Steven, nothing here yet either. We ain't got nothing, but I'm showing people around while I'm killing time. So, yeah, this is, you see the footprint? You see where the footprint is now? Right here? It's hitting Africa now. And it's going to hit Portugal and Spain next as it moves northeast. Would have been nice, though. It would have been nice. Let me clear this, clear this, clear this. Now, what happens on GreenCube, when GreenCube notices a call sign, it puts it in this bottom right window. All right. If somebody calls you, their call sign will appear in this window. And then all you got to do is double click on them and hit transmit and send them a 73 and you're done. And then this will tell you if you sent the 73, it'll be here. If you received the 73, it'll be here. And then normally it says logged here, but can't log with Logbook of the World right now, so that won't be there. But their call sign, their grid square, the elevation that's in their location will appear here. So this way, and this LOS will tell you when they're going to lose the bird. So not you, when they're going to lose it. So you know until they lose it, and while they still have a good elevation, you can contact them. Yeah, you usually hear, you don't mean 60 to 80 degrees. You mean like, yeah, because, well, 80 degrees, yeah, 60 to 80 degrees on the SAT box. This would be the 60 degree circle. And so if it's above this, it's between 60 and 100, yeah, 60 and 90 degrees. This is 90 in the center. This is 60. So you can see right now it's already past 30 degrees right here. And I'm right because you look over here and it says maximum elevation could be 45, I mean. And right now it's at 33.1. Yeah, this thing ain't on. I'm going to report status, not heard. And I'm going to go to the AMSAT page and I'm going to say, not heard. So the way you do that, you go over here to IO-117, not 119, that's HO-119. IO-117, not heard. Today's June 21st. The time is 20:50. So this is the right time. Put my call sign there, KO4PDI, Echo Lima 99, and submit it. It'll ask me, are you sure? And I say, yes, I am. Go back to main page. And now, oh, who are these people? They're hearing it? How are you seeing tons of people on it? I got nothing. Let me refresh this screen again. Yeah, my report didn't even go on it. Oh, it went on the wrong thing. I hate when that happens. I picked IO-117. Not heard. January 21st, 22. QSO. I can't believe you're hearing it. Are you running this KH6WI? Hey, how you doing? Where are you located? You must be out in California too. Eric, you're in Hawaii. Eric, you can't be hearing it. He can't be hearing it right now. I'm sorry. Let me try moving my antenna. Hold on there, partners. I'm doing something over on the other desk, and I need light. Let's turn the antenna a little bit ahead of it. Okay, my digipeater correction is wrong. Okay, so Eric, where are you exactly? I think, Eric, we've talked on satellites before, and I thought I got Hawaii, and it turned out you were in the States, the contiguous 48 states. Am I right? Have we talked before? I think we have. My Doppler correction is wrong. Oh, I just heard it. I'm hearing it now. I don't know what happened. Let me tune it. Hold on. Two little blurbs. I disabled the antenna moving automatically. There we go. No, it wasn't the Doppler correction. I'll tell you what it was in a second. I think I got it figured out. Let me tune this in. Man, it's moving around. Yeah, it was on 4307. I know, but that wasn't the problem. I know what you're saying. We decoded one call sign there. NJ2DX. Now I got it. Now I got it. Let me re-enable the antenna. All right. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Let me send a CQ, see if it goes through. Now we're getting it. You hear the data? It wasn't, no. Eric, it wasn't that the Doppler was wrong. It was I wasn't tuned to the correct frequency. Now, if you notice, let me send a CQ again, because it's not going through. I sure would love to see a yellow line with my call sign in it. Yeah, it's working now. And I got good signal quality. What caused that was not the Doppler effect. What caused that was the frequency was lower. The frequency was lower because, right, you're right, Eric. I'm looking at your messages. They're coming in fast and furious, Eric. I got it. Yes, you were right. It wasn't on the right frequency, but it wasn't because of the Doppler effect. It was because if you look at my waterfall, let me get your statement off the screen here. You see the green line? That's the data from the satellite, all right, which is at 42 degrees right now. Let me fine tune it a little more. The other way. Ooh, PY2RN, that's Brazil. So Eric, what was happening was the sat box sets it up for a certain frequency. And then, let me lower the volume of this a little bit. We don't need that up that loud. Once it does that, it moves with the Doppler effect. Well, what was happening was the frequency it was on to compensate for the Doppler effect was wrong because I had not tuned it yet. I have to turn the tuning dial, but I hadn't heard any data until just then when you came on. Before that, we weren't hearing this data coming from the satellite. It wasn't transmitting it because I was waiting for it to come, and then I was going to start fine-tuning it. So that's what the problem was. Although I'm still not getting digipeated. Hey, Eric, do you work this satellite often? And do you make a lot of QSOs with it? I'm looking through the list of call signs. I haven't seen you yet. I haven't seen you on there yet. Sweet. 3,000 QSOs on IO-117. Good for you, man. But what happens? Are you getting digipeated? I would love to have you come on here sometime, Eric, and describe how you've worked it, because I've had nothing but headaches with this bird. Like if you notice, I'm transmitting not one digipeat. I know once I get digipeated, I'll start getting people calling me, and then I can confirm with them. But I'm not getting one yellow line, and I don't know why that is. I would love to know how much power you use, Eric. It is Eric, right? Did I get the right thing, Eric? Yeah. So Eric, how much power do you use when you do?
The time is
Oh, thank you.
7 p.m.
It's my all-star note. Tell him what. Okay, Eric. I left because I never got an answer correctly. Everybody told me I was screwing up. I'd rather people give me suggestions. I don't know who you are. I don't believe I've ever spoken with you on Facebook or otherwise, but tell me, why am I not getting digipeated? And how much power do you use when you transmit?
Call sign Alpha Alpha 9 Victor India has a new grid locator.
Okay.
Echo November 5-2.
Okay, so are you telling me I should use less wattage to get through, down to 5 watts, or what? What do you suggest, Eric? This is the problem I had with that group. Everybody tells me what I should do and what they can do, but I'm asking questions that are not getting answered. I would love to know what is the general power output you guys use to talk to the satellite, not your best case scenario. Hold on, gotta lower this. How can, what is the power rating that you use? No answer. Okay then. I'll remember that. I'm still not getting digipeated, and I don't know why. And I got great signal quality. There it is. The pass is almost at its peak right now, and I'm not getting digipeated. I'm going to go down at 10% power. I'm going to try to transmit again. And we'll see if that gets digipeated. I'm obviously receiving. Good to know. So 75 watts is the max that you like to use, and you said to try 10 watts. All right, I'm down at 10 watts right now. That's what I'm sending out right now. Still not getting digipeated. Got great signal quality. I am over 90% signal quality. Not one person has seen my CQ. I'm seeing a lot of other people. I'm not even seeing a lot of CQ, so it tells me the bird's not that busy right now. Say 10's not good. All right, let's try. We were using 75, but we'll go up to 50%. So that's 50 watts. I'm sending multiple CQs because they're not getting digipeated. If it gets digipeated, I won't send it again. I'm at 50 watts right now, and it's literally almost overhead. And you can see from the antenna, it's pointing straight up to the sky. You can see as it passes me, right now, if you look at the sat tracker, it's right even with me now. As it passes me, it's going to drop. The signal, you're going to watch the green line on the waterfall, it's going to fade out. That's usually what happens. I know once I get a digipeat, bam, I start nailing. I've got to get 11, 12 contacts on one pass. That's only because I get tired of it. I want to go away. Yeah, right. The 9700 only has 75 watts at full power on the 70 centimeter band. You're absolutely right. On the 2 meter band, it's 100 watts. On the 70 centimeter, it's 75 watts. So right now, I am sending, what am I at? 50%. So I'm sending, what was that? I just heard a thud. That's not a good sound. It's not thunder though. Thank God, there's no thunder yet. If it starts thundering, we're out of here. And because I have ADHD, and I'm doing a million things at once. Look, I'm running FT8 over here. Yeah, I got FT8 going over there, and I got IO-117 going on the other screen. Usually you can see that on my overall cam. You can see the FT8's on the left, two vertical monitors, and the geochron's up on top, and we're trying to get this IO-1. I still don't understand why I never get digipeated. This is my frustration with this satellite. And then all of a sudden, bam, I start getting digipeated, and I go, oh, great, it's working. But this satellite was not doing this when we first started. And you go back and watch the video, I was not that far off, and there was nothing on the waterfall. There was no green lines on the waterfall. It just started when you came on, Eric. This is why, for the longest time, I just gave up on this bird. My buddy Michael down in South Florida, who changed his call sign now, November 2 Mike Tango Mike was his call sign. He changed it now. He's got a new call sign, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But he encouraged me to go back on IO-117. I said, I've been trying it, and it never works. So I tried it, and bam, it was working. I was like, oh my God, it's working. I couldn't believe it. Let's see, I just retuned the radio like 3 hertz. Go the other way. See, for the longest time, I was moving that bracket thing there up between the 1000 and the 2000 over here. I was moving that to where the signal was, and that wasn't helping. Once I realized I got to tune the radio to where the signal is, that's when I started hearing it again, and it was working. So look, I mean, I'm getting tons of decodes. I'm transmitting at 50% right now. Let's do 100%. That would be 75 watts. Come on, digipete me. See, now the signal just dropped down like a rock. If you look at up on top, this is probably the satellite rotating now out of range. Although no, there it just came back again. It went right back up after it dropped down. I am running the preamp only in the radio, not the powered one on the pole. You suggest I put the one on the pole on, turn that one on? We could try that. It only works on receive anyway, so. There's an Italy station. Damn it. Well, if you have a 9700, you can use the preamp in the radio. Steven, you get that? If you have a 9700, there's a preamp in the radio. If you want to power the one on the mast, then you would use a 9700. Oh, okay. I haven't used the 991A in 3 years, so I can't help you there. Man. And if you look at the radio, when I transmit it, change the levels. You mean the meter? You want the meter? Okay, we'll get out of the waterfall. Is that what you wanted? Eric's asking me to change the 9700 display, the levels screen. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the levels screen is. Is it what I just did now? Put the meter on there? Okay. Yes. Right now it shows nothing. Yeah, I got the meters on. It's not seeing anything. All right, you want to see me transmit? Here we go. There's a transmit. Hey, Tom, how you doing? We're trying to decipher IO-117 tonight, Tom. So you guys planning on doing something for field day? Yes, I am getting full power out. That much I could see that on the waterfall too when I do it. ALC look good? Okay. Try it again. What is my ALC? ALC is about a little over 10. What's the bird app? See, this is what happens. Usually once it passes me, I lose it. The power of it goes down. I'm going to turn off the preamp on the pole. Now you can see the levels and the waterfall there. Eric? Yeah, I know. I see that RFG every now and then, and I'm like, why am I getting that? If I turn off the preamp completely, turn this light on so I can see what I'm doing. Now the preamp is off. And yeah, notice my signal quality dropped like a rock. Look up here. Yep. There you go. Okay, right there. I did that, Eric. And you know, it's really bizarre because right now there's still nothing between me and the satellite right now. Yeah, you don't see me on Green Cube, Thomas, because I have not been digipeated once. I've been trying for this whole past. We've been on here since it came up. God, almost an hour. We're on here. Wow. Let's see if the RFG comes back with the preamp on. Got a couple of decodes there. Thomas, what's your call sign again? I'm going to go back on the list and see if I see you. Oh, NJ2DX. Yes, I did see you. Where are you? So let me find you and we'll send you some packets. I saw you early on in the past. So you didn't see me on here. Ah, okay. Yeah, I did have it a little bit lower than where it is now, Eric. Eric, I like your call sign. I'm going to send you a signal. There you go, Eric. I just sent it to you. Ah, my friend Kerry sent me a picture. Ah, that's interesting. So, I know I'm not on your heard list because I haven't been heard yet. I keep sending CQs. I'm not getting digipeated. You see how the quality, Eric, is dropping? Notice the waterfall? You don't see it anymore? I have the radio preamp on and that's it. And I don't know why it drops, so the quality drops precipitously after it passes me. No, I actually did see your call sign on here way back. I just haven't been able to find it on the bottom right. I don't see you. You're right. You're not on the list. This is brand spanking new coax. LMR 400 going to this antenna. And it works great with everything else. So you see how it, look at this up here, the signal quality. Yeah, I'm averaging now 77. This was 90. I was averaging 90% up to here. Then all of a sudden, as it passed me, it dropped down. So yeah, I know the coax is good. And it's not just this coax. Even on the old setup I had, at first I was able to make contact like crazy using the exact same setup I have now. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped. And when I questioned everybody saying, well, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? Nobody had an answer. I thank you, Eric, for coming on here today and helping me try to figure this out. I appreciate it, but I mean, look, I'm still decoding, but why does it not see me? Why are none of my signals being digipeated? I have no clue. This is why I was going to give up on this one, and it's been down for a few days, and I said, they say it's back up. Let's try again. I was ready to I did report it as not heard. Let's go back to the main page and see. That should have been taken down. Yeah, right here, you can see I said it was not heard. I'm going to change that. Send a couple back to back, Eric says. Okay, there's one. There's two. Give that a second. There's three in a row. Eric here's been helping me out. Eric's from Hawaii, but he's not there now. Yeah, we're getting G1YEF I'm seeing him. He just called CQ. Let's try calling him. Double click. When I first started this, Eric, it wasn't this hard. Now I don't know why. Ever since they announced they were going to discontinue it and then decided to keep it up there, it's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. I have not been able to do anything. Please send me a yellow line. Good, we got the signal qualities back up now. Send me a digipete. I want a yellow line. The name of this channel is Ham Fun with KO4PDI. This is not fun. We'll laugh at it someday. I'm competing for digipede time. Okay, I agree. I know. I'm just going to keep sending one right after the other. I remember watching a video where a guy said it was wrong to be sending multiple CQs, but I haven't been. Once I'm digipeated, then I know I don't have to send it again for 5 minutes because people see the blue line with my call sign, and as soon as that happens, all of a sudden, bam, 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 people are calling me like crazy. Yeah, I get that. I also try not to send them in a regular order. I try to make it, different times. I don't want to send it like every 5 seconds. 5 seconds, I'll wait 10 seconds, I'll send it again in 15 seconds, I'll send it again in 2 seconds, and none of it works. I'm not getting through. The other thing too, it's a Friday night, everybody's home. Yeah. The only problem with that, Eric, is I'm sleeping in the middle of the night. Actually, to talk to an astronaut on the ISS, that's also a good time, just so you know. Not giving away any trade secrets. You could talk to an astronaut most of the time at odd hours. When Kjell Lindgren was up there, whenever he had free time and it was over the United States, he did a QSO. Oh man, I would love to see this. The other night, my tech, Alan, was here. He goes by Ziggy, if you've ever seen him on Coffee and Ham Radios or Ham Radio Clubhouse. Ziggy's a great guy. He knows a lot about all kinds of stuff. And he's sitting here, and I'm doing exactly what's happening now. And we're looking at each other like, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? And we could see where the satellite is right now. It's still 30 degrees above the horizon. I should have no issue getting this satellite. If I could get it, I can get Greenland right now. If somebody was up there with a radio. If it would digipede my signal. Yes, I know. The fixed polarization doesn't help. I looked into those WeMo beams. Oh my God, those things are so damn expensive. Well, here's the... Oh, you were just during the pass. Good for you. Yeah, no, these are fixed beams on a mast. You could see them in the bottom right of the screen. You could see the antennas I have. They're set for vertical polarization. I am going to turn them. I'm going to replace the cross arm with a fiberglass one eventually, or a wood one. And I'm going to adjust the polarization to horizontal on both of them and just experiment with that for a while before I go spend buku amounts of money on, God, the M squared Leo pack with the Yagis. That's over $700 at DX Engineering. See, I'm not decoding as much right now. In what video? You got a video, Eric? Eric, you got a YouTube channel? I'll watch your YouTube videos. Maybe I'll learn a little something. You can see as it passes. Oh, and I changed the polarization. KM9G. Is he here? Did he jump in when I wasn't looking? Oh, so Steve did a video with you. Okay. Yeah, I know T.O. We're good friends. He never told me he did this one. Look, you can see it moved. Let me retune the radio slightly. Ah, cool. Well, I got to go check that out. I will go over to Steve's channel and check out that video. I guess in an ideal world to have a dual polarized antenna, circular polarized, and be able to switch from one polarization to the other is definitely going to give me more time. But as you can see, I don't know that that's going to change my transmit. My transmit should get there, whether it's vertical or horizontal. It might be down a little bit, but yeah, the signal is getting super weak. All right, we only got 12 minutes left to this pass. It is at 19 degrees right now. I'm going to give up for now, and we do this another time. At least we know. I have to go watch T.O.'s video with Eric, and maybe I'll learn a little something, Eric. It is one of the most frustrating things I've done. All right, you use an Alaskan arrow or a diamond 15 element. Okay. Is it circularly polarized, or is it, if you're handheld, you can change the polarization real easy. There you go. That makes a lot of difference. Manually point, no rotor. Yep, I see that. Yeah, it makes it linear. Right. It's not circularly polarized. You just keep turning the antenna. Well, hey, that's how I do regular satellite passes when I'm working portable with my Wushan radios, which I'll be doing tomorrow at Lake County Amateur Radio Club. I'll be out there in Lake County, Florida, and hanging out with them. You guys are the only two people I know that actually run the IO-117 manually with a handheld antenna. But yeah, that would be much better. So who wants to come over here and stand outside and aim the antenna while I run the computer in here? Oh man, I think what I'll probably end up doing is getting the M squared Leo pack. It's dual band, and they have two different antennas, and they're both circularly polarized. Yeah, I got a tripod. My tripod that I use is expensive. Right. I think that, Greg, I mean, yeah, that might be my main problem. The fact that I have this new Yagi that I have has a lot of gain, has 22 dB of gain, but it has to be right on. You're right. It has to be right on in order to get it. I totally understand that. Anyway, boys and girls, I've had enough for one evening. How about you? As long as I get to use the pool afterwards. All right, I'll let you use the pool. You can go swimming. I'll even give you a cigar you can smoke out there if you want. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. This could sometimes be like watching paint dry. So I know it's not the most exciting satellite pass in the world. Let's see if any other exciting satellites are coming by. No, the next satellite coming by is not till 20 to 10. Oh, you finally got a digi through. How come I didn't see you? It's still running. Now I'm not even decoding anything anymore. It stopped. I turned the volume down on the radio so you can't hear it, but if you look at the signal quality, it just dropped off the face of the earth over here. This was right when it passed me, right at this location here. We got a couple of good shots there. All right, Thomas, you take care. Take it easy, Tom. Yeah, 22 dB is very directional. Yeah, I know. I thought it was going to be so much easier with this antenna. It turns out it's not so easy after all. But hey, that's you live and you learn. You live and you learn. So Steve, thanks for coming. Eric, thanks for all your help. I'm going to have to get in touch with you, Eric. I see you here. You got a link to that video on here? Oh, there's your antenna. Very nice. Right. I'm learning that. I'm actually thinking of taking my crappy little 4-foot Yagi and putting it back up there and using that for IO-117. I got much, much better results with that smaller antenna. It's only 4 foot long. I was going to sell it. Now I'm thinking I might keep it and put it back up on the mast and use this one just for, I don't know, repeaters or something. But yeah, great pictures of you. I guess that's down in Hawaii. Oh, look at that. Oh man, my arm would fall off after an hour holding that thing. Jeez, that thing's huge. I would definitely put it on a tripod. Although it looks cool. There he is. There's his handsome mug sitting in his ham shack. Good to meet you, Eric. Oh, and he's got a Buddy hex beam. Ooh. Ooh, I'm jealous. And what do we got here? This is the Coffee and Ham Radio's Mercury linked dipole 7-meter mast and at Sand Island State Recreation Area. Hey, Eric, you get around. Good for you. Look at these 15-meter vertical Yagi at Sand Island Recreation Area. Cool. At least, if it was RS-44, you didn't have to hold it too long. Yeah, what, 8 minutes? But RS-44 is a lot of fun. How do you work linear birds? You got a 9700 out there or something that I don't know about? I would love to have a single sideband HT to do linear satellites. That would be so cool. I don't. Anyway, hey, enough putting you on the spot. Eric, thanks for your help. Have yourself a great night. What am I here? Oh, somebody's trying to get on the All-Star node. There it is right there. Let me go back to my open spot. The nice thing is you can get me all day long. Oh, 97. Get the heck. You're carrying a $1,900 radio around portable? Ooh, you're a better man than I, Gunga Din. By the way, if you guys ever want to get in touch with me during the day, I monitor All-Star Node 43136, which is Jason's in Texas, Grapevine, Texas. And I hook up to that all day, and I monitor it on my Yaesu FT5D. Also, you can get into the Wires X room 80751 if you have Wires X. I think somebody was mentioning they had a 9100. You can get into room 80751 with that on Wires X, and we could talk anytime during the day. I'm also connected to FCS 310 room 37. FCS 310 room 37. You can get me on that all day long on this HT. I got it with me. If it's not with me, it means I'm in my car, and in my car I got the same setup. So you can get me in the car, you can get me here. So feel free to call me anytime. Tomorrow's field day. I'll be busy field day doing all kinds of fun stuff, and get in touch with me. Don't forget, check the notes under this video, and check the notes under this video, and check out all my discounts. Ham Radio Prep, ABR Industries, SLNT, which is Faraday bags like this. Put your phone in here, nobody will know you exist. I also have Ham Radio Prep, ABR Industries, SLNT, and EMP Shield. EMP Shield's probably my best sponsor. They create stuff to put on your car, put on your house to protect your house from an EMP attack. So it's a great little system. I'd encourage you to get them. I have the whole house protection on my house. And people say, well, that's not going to protect you from an EMP. Might not. It might help, but it will protect me from a lightning strike, a transformer blowing up on a pole. It sends a power surge into my house. It'll instantly disconnect it before the stuff in the house disconnects it. It's faster reacting than your circuit breakers in your house. It works faster than that. And it's a piece of cake to install. I did it myself. Didn't even need an electrician. You might need an electrician. So if you don't know what you're doing with electrical, get an electrician. In the meantime, hey everybody, be well, take care. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me. And for now, 73. Check out my video when it comes out after the field day. I'll catch you soon. I'll be clear.